How's it going, guys? Today we've got a very special video for you. We've got the brand new Adidas X Ghosted.1. Wait a minute. Ghosted.1. It's an amazing new football boot from Adidas, and if you want to find out more about it, make sure you keep watching. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is YJ Football. Welcome to the channel. My name is Yaz. If you're new here, we do football boot unboxings, reviews, and football tutorials as well. So if you're interested in checking out any of that content, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Today we'll be reviewing the X Ghosted.1, the brand new speed boot from Adidas. I'm really excited, and these are the direct successors to the X 19.1 here. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a change going on between these two. So I'm really excited to get through this. In this video, we'll be talking about everything about the X Ghosted.1, including the upper, all the changes, the sole plate looks amazing, as well as the fit with an on-feet portion of the video at the end. So make sure you keep watching until the end to check that out. Let's kick off the review by taking a look at the three stripes on the forefoot there. Adidas has sort of wanted to rebrand and change the image of the X to appear as a more kind of fast, explosive football boot. Even though it's been the speed boot from Adidas for a while now, they haven't actually done much to kind of present it as that really fast, cutting-edge speed boot option. To do this, they've actually drawn inspiration from the peregrine falcon and how it positions its wings when in attack mode. So if I show you the boot like this, you can see that the stripes are sort of blurred from black to gold along the sides, moving up the side of the boot to sort of mimic the shape of the falcon wings, which I think is pretty badass. What Adidas are calling the upper of the X Ghosted.1 is the Fluroskin. There's a bit of branding here for that as well. And what this simply is this incredibly thin synthetic upper. It's so thin that you can actually see through it. It's sort of like a translucent material along with a sort of mesh, micro mesh texture you can see. And what's cool is if I run my hand across the top of the upper, it does have some textured areas, like on the toe there, where you're going to be taking those small touches when you're dribbling at full speed. Along the side here, where you sort of take passes, and on the outer side here as well. It's sort of like a textured area where you can feel the mesh, and the rest of the areas are really smooth. It's incredibly thin, guys. I can't explain how thin it is. That's just so cool, and it feels really lightweight in hand as well. And to me, it also seems like the upper of X 99.1, which released a couple months ago, is quite similar to that of the Ghosted.1. It seems like they've taken the concept on this boot with the same kind of mesh, thin, lightweight material, and upgraded a little bit, made it thinner, kind of refined it, give you the Ghosted Fluroskin upper. The tongue of the X Ghosted.1 is slightly different as well. More or less, it's very similar to the same mesh material on the X 19.1. It's just as soft, along with obviously the laces here, because it is the laced model, Ghosted.1, with the Ghosted Plus being the laceless model. And it also has a very cool different collar design as well. It's different from the claw collar we saw in the previous two generations. This one's lower profile and a lot less kind of aggressive along the back and on the front here above the tongue. And this is to mainly allow for better freedom of movement around your ankles, which I think looks better, and it should perform better as well, in my opinion. And we aren't done just yet, guys. Flipping the boots over to the sole plate, which is one of the most important parts of the speed boot, you can see that Adidas have drastically changed the outsole of the X Ghosted.1 compared to the previous generations. With X 18.1 and 19.1, they stuck with the tried and tested, really popular speed frame outsole, which consisted of these triangular studs, but instead you can see that they've kind of gone for a more aggressive route here with these kind of more bladed studs. They're slimmer profile, and they just look way more aggressive than the regular speed frame outsole. It's about time Adidas have sort of tried to level that up, because it has been so great for so long, and it's nice to see them kind of go in the direction that the market wants with something really aggressive, which all speed boots I think should have. In terms of the stud pattern, it's basically the same as a speed frame outsole, except for that the studs are now more bladed rather than triangular. And one of the most anticipated features of the X Ghosted.1 is the inclusion of this carbon fiber insert on the sole plate. And honestly, I love the look of it. Carbon fiber on a speed boot is just amazing, adds that extra bit of flair. But in terms of performance, the whole reason behind using it is to maximize energy transmission, to give you that better spring and explosive takeoff. And to be honest, I can feel that the forefoot is a little bit stiffer than the old generations just because of that carbon fiber insert. So it should be really good on feet. For those of you that are interested, I'm going to be weighing the X Ghosted.1 and comparing it to the previous generations and the X 99.1. So the X Ghosted.1 weighs in at 202 grams in a US 9, and the X 19.1 is actually basically the exact same, 201, 1 gram lighter and then the Ghosted.1. So I mean, in terms of weight, it doesn't seem like much have changed, but let's compare it with X99. And this one's actually lighter, 185 grams. So the X99.1 is actually lighter than the Ghosted.1 and the 19.1. But yeah, that's how they weigh in. When it comes to size and fit, I decided to go with my regular true to size 8.5 UK, 9 US in Adidas. So when I first put these on, what was really satisfying was how when my foot went into the boots, it kind of made like a kind of sound, as if like the air was being vacuumed out. It was such a cool sensation, and the boots fit really snug when initially on feet. So around the midfoot area and the heel especially, it was really tight and snug, just like a speed boot should be. I was super impressed, and especially when tying the laces up, it was super tight, as if my feet were strapped into a car. So that's the exact sensation I'm after with my speed boots. They were perfect. And on the toes, there was a little bit more room than the rest of the boot, but it wasn't necessarily roomy. I wouldn't consider it roomy at all. It was just enough to move my toes around a little bit and still stay nice and snug. So I was really happy with that. I wouldn't recommend this for wide-footed players because these do go really narrow. I personally am kind of average size feet, or like more towards the narrow side, so they fit me perfect in my regular size. So just be wary of that when you buy these for yourself. So what do you guys think of the X Ghosted.1? To me, I think they've done a really good job of finally upgrading the X line after the past 2 years of keeping it more or less the same with minor upgrades. It's nice to see a completely different boot, kind of bringing in the best parts of Adidas's speed boot technology into the current generation. I'm also really excited by the direction that most of these brands seem to be heading towards with these new lightweight speed boots. Even though these kind of weigh the same as the old generation, you can sort of see that they're trying to put more and pack more technology into their speed boot options. And with Puma Ultras coming out very soon and Mizuno doing amazing things with the Neo 3 Beta and so on, I can't wait to see what they come up with in the future with the next generation Mercurial, with the Phantom GT that I still have to get my hands on. So it's a really exciting time to be a fan of football boots. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Alright guys, that's it for my quick review of the Adidas Ghosted.1, 20.1, whichever one you want to call it. If you've reached this point of the video, I really want to say thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, you want to click the subscribe button. I won't be against it. If you want to support the video, make sure you hit the like button as well. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future content. Thanks so much for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one.